What's going on, everyone? It's time for a show review today. So, a few days ago, I went to a crazy metal core show, but there's like a death metal band there and some hardcore bands and stuff. So, yeah, I went and saw Knock Loose with Dying Fetus, um, Terror, and Omerta at the Danforth Music Hall in Toronto on September 8th this year, 2022. So, yeah, um, let's talk about it a bit. Danforth Music Hall is always an interesting spot to go to for a show. It's a pretty big like club music venue, specifically meant for like live music performances and stuff. And holds about 2,500 people or something like that. It was pretty much sold out. There was only like 5 or 6 tickets left, so it was pretty much a sold out show. So the opening band was Omerta. They're like a metalcore band. I'm not sure where they're from, but yeah, they're pretty interesting. They're like the Dillinger Escape Plan meets like Knock Loose, pretty much. They had your metalcore like breakdown parts, but they kind of mixed up some like odd time signatures and things, and try to do it all cool. Also, they like switch out like the guitarist and the vocalists around, so there's like 3 different people singing sometimes. This is really chaotic and fun and good. They had some good stuff. I kind of wish they put more like actual heavy breakdowns in it, but still, it was a pretty decent opening act. So Murdo was pretty good. I'm gonna give them a 3.5 out of 5 for performance and at the show. And then it went on to Terror, one of the 2 main bands I wanted to see at the show. Terror is a hardcore like punk band from I think they're from Texas, if I remember. But yeah, they've been around for a while doing it since the early 2000s, anyways. And they definitely they're always like touring around and stuff. They're big on like the Warp Tour scene back in the day, and they really start kicking it. They have some pretty good heavy breakdowns, some decent old school punk sort of sounding breakdowns. They always talk about things that's going on in the world that they don't like and things like that. And they usually have a good positive message. They're really good at keeping the crowd pump moving, and the vocalist is really energetic too all the time. And the whole band's pretty much energetic, and they have like good gang vocals and stuff as they perform and things. It was really good, fun. It was my 3rd time seeing Terror, so yeah, always a good time. But I've never seen them go past like the early bands, like a half-hour set. I've never seen them do like a full hour-long headline set or anything like that, which I think there's pretty good. They just need to keep trucking at it. They'll come eventually. Some bands have to work harder than others to get to there. So, but yeah, they're definitely still rocking, and they're still a lot of fun. I'm gonna give Terror a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I just wish their set was longer. And then the main band I wanted to see came on, Dying Fetus. So they're a death metal band from Florida. Old school, very old school, and they played a lot of their old songs, which I was surprised because I'm more into that stuff than they like the newer stuff, like the Grotesque Impalement EP, Destroy the Opposition album, and stuff like that. They played quite a bit of stuff from like the older stuff, so I was pretty impressed with that. Like they played Grotesque Impalement, the song, which is like one of my favorite songs by them, and then obviously they closed off with their cheesiest song. Kill your mother, rape your dog, and it's just a lot. It was a lot of fun. They've always been a stationary band. Like they don't really move or anything, but they just go and destroy it. It's just insanely fast death metal. I always find it funny because they always tour with like metalcore bands and stuff recently. Like they're on a tour like 2 months ago, tour in North America with Chelsea Grid and like bands like that, Body Farm or whatever they're called, or Body Bags or whatever, and stuff. And definitely a great band. This is my 3rd time seeing them as well. And one thing I noticed though, with all these bands, the opening band played for like 30 minutes. The Terror played for like 37, and then Dying Fetus played for like 40. So it was very tight, small, shorter set list and stuff. But yeah, last time I saw the first time I ever saw Dying Fetus was the Hatebreed yeah, then they toured Chelsea Grin, and now they're playing with Knock Loose. Like, I just find that amusing because they're one of the few death metal bands that do that. So it's good. They're embracing the younger music and stuff like that as well. And yeah, it's always good seeing stuff like that. But yeah, they're still chucking. They've been around for like 40 years, I think it is now, or 30 or something like that. It's crazy, but they were a lot of fun. I'm giving them a 4.5 as well. I just wish their set was longer too. They were doing like a headline tour of Canada, like all the other places that they didn't go to on this tour. So that would have been cool to see. But I got to see them with this one, so I was happy. And then finally was Knock Loose. Now it's my third time seeing Knock Loose as well, but I've never really got into Knock Loose. Like, they're a metalcore band. They have like the more what people call screamo vocals and stuff, more whiny sort of frustrated sort of sound in their lyrics, and but they do have some killer breakdowns and stuff, and the crowd was full of energy and stuff like that. Made it even more fun, and that. But this still wasn't the craziest show I've been to this year. I still think that goes to Tired as Murder and After the Burials show. But this one was pretty good. They definitely had a cool light show and everything with them, production wise and that. And all the band members had a lot of energy and a lot of fun, and yeah, just killing it on stage. But their set was pretty short. It was only like 50 minutes or something like that. It was done by 10:30. The show, like, usually they go to like 11 and stuff. Like, they could have played another half hour, but no, they cut it short, which is fine. I'm not big into this, so I'm not too complaining. But yeah, they basically played the same length as Dying Fetus. But yeah, they weren't too bad. Like, I saw them only in a festival setting before this, so this is my first like club show experience with them and stuff, and they're good. I think they kind of get catapulted into headline status a little too quickly. I think they're going to still go through a little bit of growing pains to try to perfect how to headline the shows and stuff. But for like this one, they did pretty well too. I'm going to give them a 4 out of 5 for that. But overall, I'm going to give the whole show performance a 4 out of 5. It was a lot of fun. It's definitely not the craziest one. It's probably like the second or third craziest show I've been to this year, but so far. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun. I'm glad I went to it. So yeah. If you like any of these bands, or if you want to check them out because they sound like something you might be interested in, I'll link all of them down below as well, so you can check them out. If you want to see pictures and videos of the show, it's on my Instagram, and also my TikTok's linked down below as well. You can find them on there. So yeah, but yeah, that's it for this review. I really enjoyed it. Make sure you check out the socials, and yeah, keep supporting bands you like. Buy their music, buy their merch, go see them live. Don't sit on it. It's really hard for bands to, especially nowadays, to make a good living. So you gotta keep supporting the music you like. So yeah, but that's it for this one. Another great show. Next show I'm going to is actually tomorrow, September 13th, at Rebel in Toronto. I'm going to go see Clutch with Helmet, Quicksand, and JD Pincus. So yeah, got no more like alternative rock show for a change. Or some early like heavy, the more modern new heavy metal stuff as well. So yeah, but so if you're there, make sure you come by, say hi, and yeah, let me know what you think of the reviews and stuff. But yeah, and that's it for this one. So I'll do a review for tomorrow's show later on, probably this week. And yeah, but make sure you turn in, subscribe, yeah, and yeah, leave a comment down below, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, rock on.